Appreciate it, Mom.
Money, all you DC young flies get one time. Hopping.
Well, damn, what? How you feel?
Man, I jumped online today and saw Rick Ross taking shots at DC Young Fly. And DC wasn't about to let that slide. Rick Ross actually put DC's name in a full bar on a song, and now it's locked in. This isn't Instagram where you can delete a post and move on. Once it's on a record, it's out there for good. And if you know DC Young Fly, you already know he isn't the type to stay quiet. I'm about to break this whole thing down because this situation has been building for years. And now, it looks like it just got turned all the way up. But first...
Damn, what? Well, damn, what? How you feel? Hey. Should I wake up? Are they trying to wake me up? Nah, I ain't gonna wake up. Hey, boy. Hey, y'all go get that album, gang. Go get that album, gang. Go get that album.
Let's run it back to 2021 and see where everything started. Back in 2021, Rick Ross pulled up to the 85 South show. Everybody was there, the vibe was good, and the interview was rolling. Then, halfway through the conversation, Rick Ross said he needed to use the bathroom. Sounds normal, except there was one big problem. He never came back. Later on, people found out he wasn't in the bathroom at all. He was already on his way to the airport.
Yeah, you can't.
Man, stay tuned.
You can't take your foot off for nothing.
All game.
Oh, I'm talking about for life.
He left his own interview early to catch a flight and didn't even tell the hosts face-to-face before heading out. That's like leaving your own birthday party through the back door without saying goodbye. Then people noticed something else. After leaving 85 South early, Rick Ross later appeared on another major podcast, and that's when people really started talking. Fast forward to 2025, and DC Young Fly finally spoke on everything during an appearance on the Rory and Mal podcast. He basically explained that it wasn't easy to say he had no hard feelings because Ross left their show early.
You tired?
Yeah, the dip.
Yeah, the dip. That's how you dip. That's funny.
Then later sat down somewhere else and answered much more personal and risky questions. DC made it clear he wasn't upset just because Ross left. What bothered him was how it looked, almost like 85 South didn't deserve the same time and attention. Of course, once Rick Ross heard those comments, he had something to say too. Now this part had people cracking up. Rick Ross responded while relaxing in his swimming pool. He didn't even bother getting out of the water.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just say before all that happened, right? Yeah. Let's just say before all that happened. Bro, I'm listening to you, Ross. I feel like you probably one of the best lyricists from the South that we got. You dig what I'm saying? Like, you poetic, bro. When I listen to your music, I think you put a lot of time and effort into this shit. So you can see we rock with you. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, do you owe us an explanation? No.
Right.
But as to with you.
Yeah.
I think it's just something to say, hey man, just a little respect to be like, hey man, this is what I gotta go. This is what I got going on. Let me whoop. I can respect that. That's cool. This is when it get insulting. The moment you leave our show, you went and did a podcast, a white podcast. You sat your ass right.
He was floating through Instagram stories, half underwater, looking like some movie villain while defending himself. He basically said he showed up for free, showed love, never asked about their numbers, and even joked that he wore his Gucci jacket for nothing since he had to leave early. Then came the line that had social media laughing. He told them to have some lemon pepper wings waiting for him next time. Well, DC Young Fly wasn't about to let that one slide either.
Yeah. For almost 2 hours.
And didn't leave.
And you talk. And the white folk asked your ass, was you a correctional officer?
Yeah.
We would have never asked you no shit like that, nigga, cause we got respect for you.
Right.
Damn, what's the difference between them and us?
Okay.
Now I feel disrespected.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Because it's like, damn, as a man, man,
Come on, don't say money.
Right.
We got it.
Right.
You got it.
Right.
We you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do us like that. And it's still love, but
Yeah.
don't do us like that.
He fired right back and matched the energy. Then he really turned up the jokes by offering to buy the Gucci jacket right off Rick Ross's back. That exchange had everybody watching to see what would happen next. Now here's why this whole story is back again. That back and forth happened in 2025, and for a while it looked like everything had cooled down. DC even extended an olive branch and said, "Pull up any time." It seemed like both sides might finally move past it. But then Rick Ross dropped new music and mentioned DC directly in one of the bars. That's a whole different move. Instead of keeping it on social media, he put it into a song where people can keep replaying it.
Lil' bro, listen, man. I came to your podcast. I came for free, homie, no charge. I did it on Face, homie. I didn't ask you what your analytics was and this and that. I came on Face, homie, to show love. And don't make it like I walked off on you. I left early. Rose had some other things to do too. But guess what? I came for free, nigga. I wasted that nice ass Gucci jacket on that look, man. I couldn't even really wear my Gucci jacket again. But my nigga,
That definitely got attention. And DC made it clear he wasn't feeling it when he responded and called him out. Now, everybody's asking the same question. Is DC Young Fly about to answer with a real diss track of his own? He even said he hasn't had a roast session in a long time, and if you know DC, you already know plenty of people are waiting to see what he does next. If DC really decides to respond, you already know it probably won't sound like a regular rap battle. His biggest strength has always been quick jokes, sharp comebacks, and putting pressure on people without missing a beat. That's exactly why so many fans are watching the situation so closely. At the same time, Rick Ross has made it clear over the years that he isn't afraid to mention people in his music.
next time I come for free, at least have me some lemon pepper Wingstop at that bitch. You heard me? But I came for free. I ain't charge you. You feel me? Don't talk about Rose other business. I came and did that. And what is the analytics? How the show doing anyway, man? I come back on it and I'm gonna walk off that bitch the next
When he feels like saying something. Whether you agree with it or not, putting someone's name in a song always gets more attention than a social media post. Fans replay the track, break down every line, and suddenly everybody has an opinion. What's interesting is that this whole thing wasn't even about music at first. It started with an interview that ended early, then turned into podcast conversations, Instagram videos, funny responses, and now it's connected to a rap lyric. That's a wild path for a disagreement to take. Social media didn't waste any time either. Some people are saying Rick Ross had every right to respond however he wanted. Others believe DC Young Fly was simply speaking on how he felt about the situation. Then there's another group just enjoying the entertainment and waiting to see who says something next. One thing nobody can deny is that both of them know how to keep people talking. Every response creates another headline, another reaction video, and another round of debates online. That's how these moments keep growing way bigger than they started.
Damn, what? Well, damn, what? How you feel? Hey. Ah! Should I wake up? Are they trying to wake me up? Nah, I ain't gonna wake up. I ain't gonna wake up. Hey, boy. Hey, y'all go get that album, gang. Go get that album, gang. Go get that album.
Now the spotlight is back on DC. Does he answer with jokes? Does he hop on a track? Or does he decide the whole thing isn't worth taking any further? Right now, nobody knows for sure, and that's exactly why everyone is paying attention. No matter what happens next, fans will probably be watching every interview, every live stream, and every new song for another clue. Sometimes one line can change the whole conversation overnight, especially when two big personalities are involved. So don't be surprised if this story takes another unexpected turn sooner than people think. This whole situation also shows how fast things can change in today's entertainment world. Years ago, a moment like this might have faded away after a few interviews. Now, one podcast clip gets shared everywhere. Somebody responds on social media, another person mentions it in a song, and suddenly, the conversation is everywhere again. That's why fans have been digging up old clips from 2021 and comparing them to everything that's being said today. People are trying to connect every interview, every comment, and every response to figure out who they think has the stronger point. Everyone seems to have their own version of the story. Another reason this keeps getting attention is because both DC Young Fly and Rick Ross have huge personalities. Neither one is known for staying quiet when their name starts trending. Whether it's through comedy, music, or interviews, both of them know how to get people talking. And that's exactly what's happening again. At the end of the day, the biggest winner so far might be the conversation itself. Every new clip gets millions of views. Every reaction starts another debate. And fans keep refreshing their feeds to see if someone drops another response. The internet loves moments like this, because nobody knows what the next headline will be. For now, all anyone can really do is wait and see. Maybe this stays as a few public back and forth comments, or maybe one of them decides to respond again in a completely different way. Until that happens, people will keep watching every move, every interview, and every new release for the next piece of the story. And here's something else people keep pointing out. Situations like this have a way of taking on a life of their own. What starts as one comment can quickly turn into weeks of reactions. Podcasts breaking it down, creators sharing opinions, and fans debating every little detail like they're solving a mystery. Some fans think the lyric was simply Rick Ross expressing himself through music, while others believe it was a clear response to everything that had already been said. Either way, it got exactly what every artist notices. People started talking immediately. The moment the song dropped, listeners went straight to that line and started sharing clips everywhere. Meanwhile, DC Young Fly has built a reputation for thinking fast and delivering hilarious comebacks. That's why so many people are curious about whether he'll say anything else. It doesn't always have to be a song. Sometimes one interview, one live stream, or one funny response is enough to get everyone talking all over again. What's really interesting is that neither side has to do much for the internet to keep the story alive. Fans are constantly revisiting old videos, comparing timelines, and looking for hidden meaning in every new appearance. Even the smallest comment can spark another round of discussions and send the topic right back to the top of everyone's feed. For now, the story is still unfolding, and that's what keeps people watching. If either Rick Ross or DC Young Fly decides to speak again, you can bet the reactions will be instant. Until then, fans will keep debating who handled the situation better and whether this chapter is finally over, or if there's still another surprise waiting around the corner. No matter where you stand on this situation, one thing is clear. This story has kept people talking from the first interview all the way to the latest song. What started as questions about an interview turned into podcast discussions, social media responses, and now lyrics that have everyone debating again. Whether this is the end of it or just another chapter, only time will tell. If either Rick Ross or DC Young Fly decides to respond again, you already know people will be watching every interview, every live stream, and every new release, looking for the next update. Until then, the conversations aren't slowing down, and fans will keep sharing their opinions on who handled everything better. What do you think? Was Rick Ross simply speaking his mind through music? Or do you think DC Young Fly has a reason to respond again? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this one has people split right down the middle. And if you enjoy breaking down the biggest stories, unexpected moments, and viral headlines from the world of entertainment, make sure you subscribe to Juicy Lane. Hit that like button, turn on notifications, and stick around, because we've got plenty more stories coming your way. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.